Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Frankie. This is the Mammoth Tech Show, and today we're going to be looking at a Bluetooth sleep mask. I originally came across the concept of these via an advert on Facebook, and it caught my eye because I like listening to audiobooks, and I thought it would be nice to be able to listen to them as I'm going to sleep. But I didn't want to buy off of a Facebook advert and off of a company I've never heard of. But I did a quick search on Amazon for Bluetooth sleep masks and discovered that there are hundreds of very similar products. This being one of them. Zeus is helping me look at the box, and we can see from the box that there are two different styles of sleep masks available from this company, and I'm unsure of which one is in the box. So shall we find out? So I'm just opening the box now, and I can see that you've got a pair. Oh, it comes with a little pair of foam earplugs, supposedly. I mean, I'm not sure how that's supposed to help me listen to stuff though, but we'll determine that later. It comes with a little carry pouch in a dark grey, and then we've got the world's shortest USB cable for charging it by the looks of things. Oh, it's not too short when you unravel it, but yeah. And what else is in here? Oh yeah, and then we've got the sleep mask itself, and some instructions and a welcome guide, which will supposedly cover how you pair it up to your phone, etc. So this is the sleep mask itself. So we can see that it's actually this particular one here, and you can tell because of the nose shape and where the controls of it are. Just feeling it, it's very thin, which should mean it's very comfortable, and you have two speakers or earphones on either side. Well, no, you've got one on either side, which you can adjust to fit on your ears via the adjustable Velcro strap at the back. There's a padded bit here which goes over the bridge of your nose, and on this side you've actually got some controls for play and pause, previous track and next track. So that's the unboxing complete. So I'm going to take this away, give it a thorough test, link it up with my phone, and I'll come back to you once I've tested it. So I've had my wireless music goggles for a few weeks now, and I just want to come back and give you my general impressions of them. So one of the reasons why I bought them, and the main thing I've been using them for, is for listening to audiobooks. Works really well. I find that they're comfortable. The controls, I would say, can be a little bit tricky. They're on the left hand side by your left ear speaker, but it's just a flat piece of cloth that is covering a little control box, which is your speaker, that's underneath, that's tucked into a little pocket on the inside. So it's a bit hit and miss, literally, as to whether the little cloth symbols that are completely flat, by the way, there's no tactile thing as to whether you're hitting the button or not. So it's very hit and miss as to whether they line up with the buttons underneath. And also, because it's against the big flat controller that's also the speaker on your ear, it can sometimes be a little bit painful when you're pressing and holding to change the volume up and down. But you know, you can always stick your finger in the little pocket here and find the buttons and get round it that way. It's very comfortable, I found. I've got extremely long eyelashes, so I was a little bit concerned that it would annoy my eyelashes, but I've found it comfortable enough from that perspective. So the only thing that I find a little bit awkward is because I need to have my glasses on when I want to sync my phone up to it and start playing whatever audiobook I want to play, and set the timer on my phone and whatnot. And then I have to take my glasses off in order to slip the mask down, to continue listening. So it can be a little bit more awkward than I was expecting it to be when I first picked this up. But I think one of the other uses that I wanted it for was for when I was sitting outside in the summer on the outside and listening to an audiobook, just while having a relaxing time, and I wouldn't necessarily be wearing my glasses. So I think it would be useful for that, but I'd always have to have my glasses case next to me because I'm going to have to be taking my glasses on and off in order to be using my phone to link it up. So on the inside of this, you'll find that it is just material, and then you've got this bit of padding cushioning here, and that's what goes over your nose. So as I say, it's not thick padding, it's quite thin, but it's obviously more than what you would just get with a piece of cloth. Now there are some versions of these out there that have actually got like goggle frames, padded goggle frames built in so that they stand away a bit from your face to allow you that you can, if you wear eye makeup a lot or whatever, it's designed so that it doesn't affect your eye makeup or anything like that. That may be a more comfortable option, but they're generally the more expensive options. I've also seen options out there that have got built-in timers so that you can set it to go for 30 minutes, but how helpful that would be, I don't know, because you're always going to have to link it to your phone anyway. They work via Bluetooth, so if you're using Audible or whatever audiobook program you use, there's generally a built-in sleep timer option in there anyway that you can just set. So I honestly don't know how helpful that option would be or how it would work. One of the other downsides I found with this when I was listening to audiobooks is that occasionally it would drop out of like my left ear speaker and it would just be in my right ear for a while, for a couple of minutes, and then it would jump back to being stereo again in both ears. And I haven't worked out whether there's a particular reason why it's doing that, or or whether it's just because there is a little bit of give in the speakers and they can move around a little bit. So whether it is just that I move my head slightly and it jolts them a little bit, I don't know. But overall, I'm very happy with it. It's a lot more comfortable than I was expecting. It's not as bulky as I was expecting. I have tried listening to music through this, and if you have it at a reasonable volume, like what I would call a normal volume, there's quite a lot of bleeding that comes out of it. So I wouldn't say it's something you can sit in bed with your partner and listen to music as you go to sleep, if you don't want to wake them up. As I say, the only problem with music, again, as I said before, the controls and the actual built-in controls can be a little bit hit and miss with the volume in the next track. So if you want to up your volume up and down, you have to press and hold the button. But if you just press it once, it changes the track, either back or previous or next. So you can easily get that by mistake if and then you lose your track, and that can just get a little bit annoying. I know for me, it fits me perfectly. I can just put it on, do the Velcro strap up at the back. So yeah, that's another thing. It just does up with an adjustable Velcro strap. That's on a tiny little bit of elastic. But I know that Jeff tried it, and it didn't quite line up, I don't think, with his ears. So I know when we've had snowboard helmet fits with Jeff, his head is on the larger side. So if your head is on the larger side,
Yeah,
like Jeff's, then it might not be the right size for you. But it fits me perfectly. Yeah, the sound quality I was impressed with. It was really clear when you're listening to narration for an audiobook. It's clear. You know, it's not fuzzy or anything like that. It's as if you were listening to it through a normal Bluetooth speaker. So I was happy with the quality of it. It just charges via a little USB that comes with it, and the instructions that come with it do say that it's washable as well. But if you want to wash it, you obviously have to take the speakers out. And I think there is, you know, potentially you have to do some adjusting on it, wiggling the speakers out to get them out, because there's a little wire that goes through. So you can remove the speakers and just wash the outer cover, but I haven't tried that yet. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. It really does help. If you'd like to see more videos from us, please press the subscribe button, and don't forget to press the bell for notifications for when our new videos pop up. I've been Frankie, and this has been the Mammoth Tech Show.